What's going on, guys? Welcome to GregglesTV Daily, your source for daily tech news. Make sure you subscribe so you know what's going on in the world of tech. What's going on, everybody? I am back from CES. I had an amazing time. So much fun. If you get the chance to go, I say it, I've said it in other videos, make sure you go. It's so much fun. I had more fun than I could have thought I could have had. It was so much fun meeting companies and people and other people that make videos and just random people and joking and just great restaurants. It was just an amazing time. I still have more footage throughout this week to release, interviews and other things showing off some products. So make sure you are subscribed to the channel so you know what's going on in the world of tech and in the world of GregglesTV. So let's get right into it. Today is the 10th anniversary of the unveiling of the iPhone by Steve Jobs. Happened on January 9th, 2007. Now it's obviously 2017 now, 10 years later. iPhone, the original one, came out. This is amazing. Like, I can't believe that much time has passed. I actually did not have that first phone. My first smartphone, well, first iPhone was the iPhone 3, what was it, 3G or something. That was my first one, but the first iPhone was announced today, and it had like a 2G network, a really low-res screen, especially compared to today, but it had apps, well, built-in apps, and it had a touch screen that you didn't have to use a attached keyboard with or a stylus. It made things easier, and it eventually changed the way that we use smartphones. These are the phones that it was going up against at the time. A Moto Q, which I do not remember at all, BlackBerry phones, Palm Treos, and then Nokia E62. And also throughout the years, these are some of the cool things that the iPhone has brought to the world. It started off in 2008 after the original one was released. The iPhone 3G brought 3G network support and then the App Store. In 2009, you can see video recording and personal hotspot. It's kind of funny. It only took 2 years for video recording. Come on. Retina display, Siri and iCloud, taller 4-inch screen with Lightning connector and LTE, Touch ID, which is their fingerprint sensor, a larger 4.7 and 5.5-inch screens, 3D touch, live photos, 4K video recording, waterproofing, dual lens camera on the iPhone 7 Plus. And then obviously the iPhone 8 is supposed to be a huge redo of the iPhone. It's supposed to get rid of the buttons on the front and have everything be touched completely, and then also have a curved display, OLED display. So iPhone 8, again, looking like a beast of a beast of a beast of a phone, but Apple, congratulations on 10 years. Next up, Samsung is very confident in what they think will become a very big seller for them, and that's the Galaxy S8. They are estimating shipments of 60 million devices now. If you compare that to some of the other devices they've released in the past, like the S5, S6, and S7. S5 and S6 sold about 45 million devices, whereas the S7 sold 48 million. So they're thinking they're gonna sell 10 to 12 million more devices of the Galaxy S8 versus any other S phone that they've released in the past. That's a huge difference in devices. So if they actually do this, it'll obviously be one of the biggest best sellers for them of all time. Do I think they can do it? I don't know. I mean, the article that they on Sam Mobile put a good point that the premium smartphone market is very saturated. You have iPhones, you have other Android devices. There's like Huawei and Motorola and OnePlus and some of these other Chinese brands and LG, and just there's tons of companies that sell really nice phones, and the competition is very, very tight at this point. So I think they'll definitely meet the past estimates of 45 to 50 million. Do I think they can sell an extra 10 million? I think they can if they put out a phone that's completely different to what they've ever released, but at the same time really kicks ass. Did you hear my phone make a mark? Damn it, I always forget to turn this thing off. And lastly, Samsung Bixby, which is going to be their virtual assistant on their new Galaxy S8 and all their other future phones, has been confirmed along with Samsung Pay Mini. Now let's start off with Samsung Pay Mini. I guess Samsung on their beta site released some screenshots showing that these two devices or features will be released for their upcoming phones. Now the Samsung Pay Mini will work in relation to when you make purchases online. You'll be able to use Samsung Pay Mini to make those purchases rather than have to take your credit card out, enter that information. So cool, I like that. Samsung Pay Mini, I'm all for it. The other, Samsung Bixby, which is their virtual assistant, will be on, it looks like, all future phones, as we had thought in the past, we've talked about in the past. This is good news in a way because it brings more competition to the personal assistant space. You've got Siri, you've got Google, you've got Cortana, you've got probably some other ones I'm not thinking of as well. So great news, Bixby will be there. And you'll also be able to do some cool stuff like say, hey, Bixby, send $30 to Jose Carlos, or I'm just making people's names up. And it will do that so you can, send money off. It's kind of scary at the same time. I hope there's a special feature, obviously, to put your fingerprint, or maybe it will notice your voice, because if your friend grabs a phone and says, hey, send $30 to Mike Smith, and they send $30 to Mike Smith, you're SOL. You're out $30. That's not cool. Come on. Guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I do this every single day. I'm glad to be back in the studio. It feels good. It feels more comfortable. I'm in my element. So make sure you check out my CES coverage, guys. I'm going to be releasing it all week long. I've got a bunch of interviews to release and a lot of cool products as well. My question of the day is, CES is over. I kind of asked this in the beginning. Was there anything on CES that you thought was amazingly cool? Let me know in the comments down below. My product of the day is this Sony clip-on mic. This thing is a lifesaver. Plug it into your DSLR or any port that allows for a powered microphone. This thing does not run off batteries. You just plug it in and it sounds great. I used it at the conference and it worked really, really well. So check this thing out. I will link it in the description down below if you're looking for a microphone. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe if you don't already. I will see you down the road. Peace.